Yes, got it.
Right, Rory, you go ahead, please, if that's okay.
Thanks, Johnny. Five Test centuries this year for Joe, including some pretty big ones. I wonder if you could just sum up for us what Joe means to this team.
A heck of a lot, like he does to English cricket. To go into second place in leading run scorers in the history of the English game is very special. To pass 9,000 Test runs in this game is extremely special. To score another 180 not out at Lords, I've run out of superlatives there, Rory, to be honest. But no, it's great, isn't it? And to see him in the form that he is, playing the way he is it's awesome to be out there with him. It's awesome to be out there putting on partnerships with him and enjoying every single moment of it, like we have done over many years.
You were obviously out there with him sort of overnight and heading into this morning, and you batted out that first session with him. How determined were you guys? I don't know how you sort of approached the day about setting the game up, but how determined and hungry did Joe seem today?
Look, I don't think there's ever a question of hunger. Like when it comes to batting or anything like that. I think the game today went through a few different periods. Obviously, this morning the ball was a bit harder, and then as you probably saw, the rate kind of slowed because the ball got a lot softer and it was more challenging and difficult to rotate the strike, also score boundaries. So it ebbed and flowed all day, I think. And I'm sure that you guys sat there this morning, if you'd have said, right, we'll have a 27-run lead by the end of the day, you'd have been fairly happy with that.
And we know that the big runs and your 50 of these things mean more when you win a game of cricket. Do you think that's on the table now? Is that the favourite result an England win?
I don't know. I'm not a bookie. I don't think I'll ever be with them. To be honest with you, I think that let's see how tomorrow goes. We've got a new ball in our hand. We saw it was tough and challenging when they got their second new ball during today. So look, we come in tomorrow all firing, and we've got guys that are able to challenge them in every way possible. We've got the pace of Woody. We've got guys that the swing of Jimmy. We've got the nip of Ollie Robb. Not to mention Sammy Curran. That look, I think that it's going to be a really challenging day, hopefully for the Indians, and we'll be looking to make sure we're challenging every part of their game.
Nice one. Thank you. Well back to Johnny.
Thanks, Rory.
Okay, let's go Andrew Miller and then Jythridge, please.
Hi, Johnny. It looked like Joe made a really big point of running over towards the boxing corner there. The family is presumably up there, and I suppose that ordinarily that wouldn't be weird, but I suppose it kind of is after the year you guys have had. How much does it mean to be able to put on a performance like that, not just in front of the families, but again on a sunlit Saturday at Lords with a full crowd? I mean, is this the sort of thing that makes all the hardship worthwhile to have days like this?
How good is it, Andrew? I mean, it's amazing to a Saturday at Lords. Joe and I, we said when we were walking out, we were just smiling at each other. We went, how good is it to be walking out Saturday at Lords, sun's out, with one of your best mates? And that's exactly what it was. And we really enjoyed our partnership out there. It was about having fun whilst you're out there and really relishing and trying to put us in to a position that we can gain parity, and we did, and we've done that and gone slightly past them. And like you say, to have a full crowd back at Lords with the new stand, with family and friends here, was really special. And that Lords buzz, the hum, or however you want to phrase it, was most definitely back.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, let's go John, please.
Sorry, John, you muted.
Obviously you've known Joe a long time. I just wonder what it's like to bat with him, really. I mean, does he sort of exude the same sort of calmness that he looks to from the boundaries edge? Did he talk much between overs?
look, I think that there's different parts of it. There's obviously depending upon situations. If you've seen something with various bowlers, then we'll chat about it. I think with us batting for such a long period of time over many years, like you alluded to, I think you get a gauge of each other's temperament, and you get a gauge on how each other are feeling in the middle. So he'll mention a couple of bits, I may mention a couple of bits, and you just bounce off one another. And to be really honest, John, it's been about having fun batting in the middle, playing for England, and enjoying the challenge these last few weeks. And that's been the biggest part of it, has been going and playing with a smile. And I think that's like we've scored. What did we get today? Nearly 400 today. Scored nearly 400, and you can see the way in which people are going about it and are enjoying being out there at the crease. You can see it like in the middle, smiling and laughing and saying a few different bits when we're out there, in order to keep that relaxed but focused attitude, which enables you then to go on and score your runs.
Thanks, cheers.
Thanks, John.
Okay, Richard Gibson, please. Just on mute, Richard. There you go.
Hi, Johnny. You spoke in the pre-match about being happy with your form from Trent Bridge, with how you're striking the ball and what have you. I mean, how pleasing was it to sort of follow that up with another innings here?
Yeah, it was pleasing. Consistency is something that you want, isn't it? So to follow it up and get 57, I think it was pleasing. I'd have liked to have gone on naturally. But it was one of those things. Like we spoke about, obviously the pitch from short is slightly too paced, so you'll have seen yourself a few that were flying through to the keeper, and then the others that were dying and not going through as well. So when you're trying to duck and weave on a pitch that potentially isn't the same pace, can get tricky. And look, it caught a glove today. On another day, it might go over the slip cord, and on another day, you get a bottom edge and it goes to one. Look, that's part and parcel of the game.
You mentioned the word consistency. You've been someone that's moved about in the order, and obviously you've kept wicket, and then you played as a specialist batsman. Do you see this as a chance to sort of nail down a consistent position for the rest of the summer?
Well, absolutely. You want to be playing, don't you? And if you're playing and you're scoring runs, then you want to be within the side. So I also think it depends on how the balance of the side works. To be really honest, there's different balances and different looks that you can go for. So you've got to be mindful of that naturally. But look, first and foremost, I just want to remain in the mindset that I'm in, remain with the method and technique that I'm implementing, and hopefully I can continue to score runs and be out there for longer periods of time like we were today, and putting on 100 partnerships and gaining 50 partnerships with 50s, 100s, 75s, however you want to do it, but gaining those valuable runs out in the middle. And if you're spending more and more time out there, look, you may contribute 10 to a 50-run partnership. But if you're out there for a 50-run partnership, those 10 are invaluable. It might be the next time. If you're still out there, you may contribute 40 and someone else may contribute 10. So it ebbs and flows. And yeah, like I say, if I continue with this method, then hopefully a big one's just around the corner.
So it doesn't really bother you where you bat within the sort of the batting order?
Look, I think that, like I said, it depends on the balance of the team and selection of the side.
Thank you.
Okay, last question, Abhishek from India. Go ahead, Abhishek.
Yes, I just have one question for Johnny. What did you make of India's short ball strategy? You seem to be in control until you face that delivery from around the wicket. Were you fully in control? And was it until that point, that is, and was it frustrating to get out like that?
There's been short ball plans or whatever for the last 10 years of people's careers, so it wasn't something that I've been too fussed about. Look, like I mentioned, it came out of the wicket a bit slow. I was through the shot and it caught a glove. It's part and parcel of the game. But if they're going short, then they're obviously you're doing something right within your defence, and you're able to counteract different parts of your game.
Okay, we're done. Thank you very much, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.